to episode 4 of Ahsoka. This is the post show. I was gonna say official. Welcome to episode 4 of Ahsoka's the post show breakdown and discussion. I'm your host for today, Ryder. Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic episode it was this week. If you're watching this after it's posted live, be sure to hop in our live streams. We post them about 20 minutes after they go live, 6 p.m. PST, so about 6:45 or 7 p.m. PST, 8, 9, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We'd love to catch you in the live stream. But yeah, today we're going to be breaking down the episode, kind of going through the whole thing, talking about our highlights, our favorite moments, and just kind of, talking about the Easter eggs, the details, stuff like that. You guys are going to talk to me about stuff that I didn't know about, and let me know what I missed. And we're just gonna get into it because this episode was we're starting to get into the real meat and potatoes of the show, and starting to lead up to some big reveals, lead up to more battles, more intense moments. We already got Tasty Vlogs. What's up, buddy? What's up? How did the stream go? How did the reaction go? Yo, Emily, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks everybody for hopping in. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the episode. Again, if I get anything wrong, let me know in the comments. Feel free to let me know and we'll chat about it and we'll figure it out. There's some stuff that I kind of was able to figure out. The world between worlds, stuff like that. We got some cool appearances. We got some cool stuff to talk about. I was over here in my living room screaming my lungs out. I was like, oh my God, no way. It's moments where you want to do a reaction, but I'm glad I could enjoy it. And you guys can watch it and enjoy it too. I can't believe what we just saw. I know, it was insane. We can go ahead and do spoilers. Everybody in the chat, everybody watching, for watching after in the live, we'll talk spoilers. Episode just dropped and I just finished it as of now. So again, they released 6 p.m. PST, which is great. No more midnight release, right? Like I don't know how it is for you guys overseas, right? But I do think it's pretty cool for us in the States. We have 6 p.m., 7, 8, everybody for Eastern, all the Eastern time. It's a lot earlier than like 3 a.m. Yeah, Emily, definitely. Absolutely amazing show. Let's go ahead and start getting into it. Let's break it down. Let's dive into this. I want to talk about it because yes, there were some crazy moments, but there were also some very simple things. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and go right there. There was some simple stuff that happened in this episode that I really appreciated. You can tell that a lot of love and care is going to the show. And I think this is one of the best episodes of any Star Wars show. One of the best, not the best, but one of the best. So yeah, we open up again. The ship is crash landed. We're stuck on the planet. Ahsoka, Sabine, and I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. It's Huyang, Huyang, something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we're stranded on the planet. Of course, Huyang is trying. I'm gonna say Huyang is trying to fix the ship and get it going. And again, Ahsoka, a little conversation. There was a great little tidbit here between Ahsoka and Sabine. She's asking her for her reliance. She really needs Sabine's back right here because they're getting it in the thick of it, right? They're with the dark side people, and they're getting closer to finding out their mission with, tracking these guys that are trying to find Thrawn. The Night Sister, which I think is a great character. The lady that's playing the Night Sister, super cool. She's super menacing. We don't know a lot about her. She doesn't give a lot, but she's super menacing. And also we get some great moments with Shin Hati and Balin. Man, those two. Ray Stevenson, rest in peace to him. I mean, I gotta say it because man, what an amazing actor he is. Really, he got to shine in this episode a lot more, and he has such great nuance, and the way he delivers his lines is so, man, there's some gravity to it. Like you can feel this guy's a real dark side, real. Well, I wouldn't say dark side, but he's more of like he has this stoic presence about him, because he's not like evil. I would say he's more of doing his own thing, and it may not be right in the world, but he's like, look, Thrawn may be evil. Like he even said, he's like, look, they may be evil, but I'm just doing my own thing. Like it's gonna lead to a better good. Because again, if he's an Inquisitor, he's like, well, he hates the Jedi, right? He hates all the hypocrisy that they stand for. He was one to get out. He was able to get out of all that. I'll go ahead and fix that just a little bigger. Okay. So yeah, great conversation between Ahsoka, Sabine. Look, I need your back. I need your reliance. Can I count on you? And of course, Sabine says, you can. And then we get into the title card of Ahsoka, and it leads into it. If it's a little dark, this Disney Plus is dark in general, and Ahsoka, the show is dark. So I'm trying my best to brighten it up. Hey, yo, Chief, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in. Did you watch the episode? What'd you think of it? What'd you think? I want to hear your guys' thoughts. We'll do a ranking. I'll have to post a poll up on the YouTube page after, just to get your guys' thoughts so far. We've had 4 episodes. Again, first 2 were great. Third one, just as great. And then fourth one was probably my favorite by far. So yeah, Night Sister is like, look, let's get this ball going. Let's get the coordinates going, because once we're here, we're out of here. The ship's already ready to go, and it's up to this guy. Look, we thought this guy was going to be Starkiller, and I'm so happy that he was just, look, I don't know what he was. Was he an amalgamation of the Night Sister's magic? Because when Ahsoka killed him, I know we're jumping ahead here, of course. When Ahsoka sliced him up, he turned to like green dust. Yeah. Oh, I mean, such beautiful imagery with the lightsabers. I always love it. Let me go ahead and fix that. Put that a little higher. Oh, it's a little more center. I mean, such great imagery with the lightsaber battles. Yeah, and then you guys get the idea. When she sliced him, if I can find that. Yeah, of course, they're doing their thing. Yeah, look, she killed him. Green smoke, like came out of him as if he was like just a ghost. Like he was a knight, you know, and there was nobody inside of that armor. How long is the episode? This episode is about 40 minutes. So maybe 35 with credits. 35, maybe, yeah. It was just as long as about the second episode, I think I say. So yeah, so this guy, again, he was nobody, but what a great character he was. He got the double-edged sword, just like Darth Maul, and then it's spinning. Of course, that's what's so crazy. It's spinning. He's doing his best to kind of, you know, overtake Ahsoka, and then all of a sudden, one slice, and he's done. He's cooked. So yeah, definitely let me know if that's true. Was he an amalgamation of the Night Sisters' magic? Because I've looked up kind of from the Clone Wars and stuff like that the Night Sisters have made like stuff like that going on. Hera and her son and Chopper, they're all, you know, look, she's like, I gotta go help them. I gotta get out of here. And this guy's like, what's his name? He's like, hey, General, you gotta stay. And she's like, look, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta save them. You know, it's my duty to save the day. And it's like, what am I gonna do? I'll think of something. And already, here's what's great about Jason, right? He's feeling the Force. Was that what I think it was? I know it was a little farther back here when, oh man, so many great moments in this. Jason's feeling the Force because he's like, look, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know if that was like that joke of the I got a bad feeling about this, or if that was the, you know, the hint at the Force. Again, she pulls off with, we get the return of Carson. Of course, we've seen him from The Mandalorian. He saved him the day. He saved the day a lot. And now he's becoming more of a classic character I like seeing in these shows. And great actor, so it's pretty cool. He made a return. He's tagging along with a couple other X-Wing fighters to tag along with Hera and Chopper and Jason. And they're heading off to save Sabine and Ahsoka. So yeah, they got this ship built, which, oh man, when this thing was firing up, the sounds were so cool. The design is awesome. I love the interior of it. It's very elegant. But yeah, look, here's what I thought. I thought they were going to send a ship through it. Like I thought, like in episode 3, right? Didn't Anakin or Obi-Wan, I forget what ship they had, where it landed on a thing and then that thing kind of, you know, took him to hyperspace, right? Wasn't that what happened? So that's what I was thinking, like, oh, it's a big one. They're going to send a Star Destroyer through this. And this is how they're going to get Thrawn to come back. I thought somehow, but nope. They were like, let's just take the whole ring and go together. And then maybe they pick him up and go back. Because we've seen in the trailer, the interior of that ship is where Thrawn was. So we'll hopefully see him in there soon. So yeah, Night Sister doing her magic. She's activating the map and the coordinates so that way the ship can load them up and go to where that spot is. Exactly, right? And then the battle starts with Ahsoka, Sabine, and Shin Hati and this guy. Which, what is he? Just an Inquisitor, I guess you could say? I don't know his name. The Knight in shining armor. This is crazy because, look, the battle's great. We're going back and forth, the lightsabers. And this is what I love about this battle. Is when you do a battle in a forest, I love the choreography that you're always slicing up trees and you're interacting with the environment, right? Yo, we got Andre? Oh, Marek. That's his name. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, I was sad. I was hoping for maybe a reveal, maybe? Or something. And then I was expecting him to go on longer. So it's a bit of a surprise that they kind of killed him off, you know, just like that. Well, what are we, 4 episodes in, halfway through? More potential. I love the design though. Very much like a, you know, a knight in shining armor, right? That's what I think of, like an old school knight. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Andre, am I saying your name right? Andy? And because I'm thinking the 4 is an A, right? Andre. Thanks for hopping in. So we get the battle going. And of course, like I said, I love the interactivity with the environment. You know, it makes it feel like the lightsabers are just a little more real. You know, versus them fighting, they're slicing up stuff, they're hitting the rocks. Even when she was fighting Balin over here, right? They're slicing up rocks, they're using all kinds of interactivity, right? Yo, Kyle, what's up, Jake? Hey, Kyle, welcome in, welcome in. That ending though was nice, dude. I know, that was crazy. What a surprise, right? We'll get to that in just a few moments. We're skipping around here, so we'll get to it in a little bit. But yeah, man, what a good time, right? What a good time. So yeah, the battle ends here. Sabine says, look, I'll deal with Shin Hati, you go over there, Ahsoka, and deal with them. Night Sister takes her way off, and then here we go. We get the build up to this battle, and already the dialogue between these two were like, oh man, so much gravity, right? He's talking about Anakin. She's like, look, I don't know who the heck you are. It's like, Anakin never talking about you. But then of course he throws the line, everyone knew Anakin. And again, the dark side kind of teasing about like, look, you failed, like you abandoned him, like you're just gonna be death and destruction, just like Anakin was. He failed, you failed, that whole jazz, you know. And what a great scene between these two, and so much tension, such a great build-up, and you could tell these two are masters. They're at their peak of their game, right? Like they understand each other's motivations. So it's like, who's gonna go first, right? You and me. And man, what a great lightsaber battle. You know, it was short, but it was sweet. You know what I mean? It was short and sweet. Balin was mad aggressive with his tech. Yeah, he's a big dude. So that's another thing too that I always forget, is that, you know, you're thinking these lightsaber hits, when they're hitting on you, it's like you have to hold that back, and you're you know, you're getting hit, even though you're not being you know, torched. You're getting hit by the impacts. And a couple flips from him too. He was agile. He was moving left and right. Like he wasn't like slow. He was quick on his feet when he wanted to. And of course, Ahsoka using her environment against, I'm surprised she didn't pull out the double. She was like, yo, this is a single-handed duel. Using a little bit of the force, pulling a rock to slice her, you know, throwing a rock at her. She slices it as a counter. I mean, such great moves with, you know, attack, counter attack, and stuff like that. I think it was great choreography, and the way they shot it was really cool too. A very active fight. It didn't feel slow. It didn't feel sluggish. It felt like they're moving on their feet, and they're good with these things, right? I feel like his saber's on a full dark red. Makes me wonder if he is or not full Sith. That's another thing too, is because I think, look, this is from, I noticed the orange too, and I was like curious about it. Apparently, I think what was it? Dave Filoni said that back then it wasn't really a red; it was like an orange tint, like the '77 Star Wars. So that maybe it's just kind of an homage to that. It could be both though, where he's not full red. It's just that it's kind of that almost there compared to Merrick. Yeah, Merrick is full red. That's true. That's true. It like his saber too also looks kind of like Old Republic era with the hilts kind of guard on it. So it's very much out of time. It's not very, it doesn't feel full red. So like I'm evil. It's like I'm just doing what I need to do to survive, right? And then of course the white, so pure, so cool. I think the antithesis of them both is so cool. So yeah, they're fighting it up. Meanwhile, Night Sister's over here trying to get her coordinates. The coordinates, trying to send him off. And then she grabs the ball. Oh yeah, so let's go here. Sabine tries to use the force, doesn't work at all. She's like, you have no power. Boom, switches it. Got the gun though. I go back to my Mandalorian roots. I don't need the force. Thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was a good little tidbit. But she's getting there. I think she needs to be in a situation that calls for the force, right? And I thought this would be it, but maybe she's not quite there yet. The battle intensifies, right? Again, there's that moment with the shooting, and she's able to take the ball off. And then when Shin Hati returns, there's this look on Ahsoka's face like, Sabine, oh my gosh, is she dead? She thought she was gone. She thought she lost that battle. How crazy. She's like, I gotta use everything I got. Attack Shin Hati, throw her away. And of course, Balin's like, no. I mean, such great, like, oh man, so many moments, little moments that keep popping up where you're like thinking, what's her reaction? What's hers? And then what's his reaction to Ahsoka attacking his apprentice, right? So many different relationships going on there. She takes the ball off the thing, and then of course he antagonizes her, finally defeats her a little bit, and throws her off the cliff. And now Sabine has the ball. And so this was what crazy, because when she said destroy it, I was like, oh yeah, easy. Ahsoka's right. Just destroy it. Sabine's gonna destroy it. That's the day. No, I forgot about Ezra. I was like, oh, that's right. It's not just about Thrawn. She's trying to find Ezra. She's trying to find Ezra, and so she's like, oh, I knew she would have that conflict. And then what was so cool was that I was like, well, is he gonna know? And then he takes a moment. This is it right here, where he's like, just taking her in and uses the Force, and is like able to get into her mind. And says, Ezra Miller. Like, I mean, Ezra Miller, my bad. Ezra Preacher. Ezra Miller. Sorry, I think that name. But yeah, so he's thinking Ezra, like your family, Ezra, and taps into her mind. Like, oh, it's so crazy. It's like such a overpowered power to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, you could tap into the mind of somebody and then manipulate them to your will. And so I think that's what the dark side does. Really, what he was using was like, look, I can help you. I'll keep you safe. Give me the ball. Let's do this together. And so, I was like, man, I know Sabine's gonna do this. You know. Baylan's actor passed away. I would love to see him in future stuff. I know, me too. Especially after this episode, I was like, oh, he's so good. Look, I would give a recommendation. If you check out the movie RRR, he's the bad guy in that. He's pretty evil in that movie. But man, what a good actor is. Because you could see even right here, he has this kind of endearing, kind of caring nature about him, right? Where it's like, I trust you. You know, even though, yes, he's bad, he's the bad guy, but he can turn that on where it's like, please, you know. And then he's like, I would keep my word, because like we're talking about, he might not be full 100% evil. He's just 100% his own way. But yeah, Kyle, let me know if you watch RRR, or honestly, I need to look up what else this guy's in. That's the last thing I know of him. I don't know his full filmography, but I know he was good in that. He was cool in that one. So Sabine finally gives him the ball, gives him the coordinates, right, to where Thrawn is. And then a sound effect happens. And it was like, what is that? Like a Darth Vader helmet? Like, I feel like I've heard this before. And I associate that sound with Darth Vader because it was the sound of the Force being used, and she was being Force choked. So I was like, oh, shoot, Shin's here, Force choking her. And that's what I remember hearing from when Darth Vader used it on Director Krennic in Rogue One. And so I was like, wait, what? I was like, what's happening? What's that sound? So it's kind of cool. The Force effect, maybe it's the sound effect of either the specific Force choke or the sound effect of using the Force, but it's the same. So I was like, nice little continuity thing they have there. Oh, he was in Punishers. What, wasn't he the Punisher? He was the Punisher, right? Man, he was younger, but yeah, I was like, he's a Punisher. That's crazy. Oh man, great guy. So yeah, again, Baylan commands Shin. It's like, release her, please. I gave my word. Unlike her master, it's like, dang, this guy really is trying to. They take her prisoner. They arrive to the ship, or at least they're going to the ship. Finally, the rebels arrive. Right, Hera, she shows up with the X-wings. She's like, how can I help? And Huyang is like, they've gone to stop them. Go find them. And so it's like, okay, I'm on my way. Oh, this was so cool. It's like, do you have all the coordinates? Yes. All right. Just activates his lightsaber downward and just like fully destroys the ball. I thought it was gonna explode, but it kind of just popped. But man, super cool effect. Like, I love when they come up with unique ways to use lightsabers, right? Like, it's not just a sword. It's like, I'm gonna hold the thing and then just switch it on and it destroys the ball. I don't know. I found that to be really cool. They take her prisoner, and then look at this thing. I mean, so crazy, so menacing. Hovers up to space. They charge it up. The rebels are showing up, and they're like, "Yo, we're not." I'm saying rebels. You know what I mean? X-wings, the generals, and Hera and Chopper and all them. They show up, and they're like, "Yo, we attacked him." She's like, "Just activate." Here's what I thought. I was like, "Oh my gosh, are they going to activate the light speed and just destroy them all? Like, pull a Haldo maneuver?" You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it where it's like, just go through them and they blow them all up. And I was like, oh no, it's not gonna be good. Do you think the rest of the crew will get back together? I think, yeah. I think you know what? I see an Ahsoka season 2. I'll tell you that. I see an Ahsoka season 2 or a live action Rebels season, which would be wild, right? But maybe at the end of this show, they do tease to that. They do get to that, because we have plenty of time with Mando season 4, and then they want to do a movie that is the ultimate lead up of Mandalorian, Ahsoka, all these shows to, I think, defeating Thrawn. I think it's the Empire and Thrawn, and it's that movie, which is the prequel to episode 7, 8, 9 of the First Order, Kylo Ren, and cool stuff like that. We can get, Luke and the Jedi Temple, and excuse me, we could see some cool stuff in that. So there's some potential there. There's a lot of potential. Yeah, we could see like a live action Rebels. Like they throw it out like, this is what we're doing. It's no longer just Ahsoka. It's the whole Rebels. Ahsoka's involved, of course, but it's all that build up with Mandalorian and the Rebels, boom, together. Boba Fett too, throw them in there, and we got the movie, the big movie. I mean, that'd be cool. It's like an Avengers, because we haven't had that yet of crossover fun in Star Wars. It's kind of just like original story and then build up, but this is like true build up to something. Even though we know how it's going to kind of end, who knows how they're gonna make the journey. So yeah, this was crazy. They charge up this bad boy, and then it goes into light speed, and I was like, oh, I know already they're gonna travel like to another reality. And it has this crazy effect where, yeah, it's like this blue thing, electrical power, destroys all their ships and takes them all out. It's unfortunate. Some of them died. Rest in peace, some of these guys, right? But then, so, Carson, of course, the main character's plot armor. No, just kidding. Carson and them, they survived. And they were like, what was that? That was crazy. Again, also, let me know if you recognize any of the X-Wing fighters, the pilots. Let me know if you know who they are. I'd be interested to see if they're any cool people. So yeah, and then this is the moment where I was talking about earlier. Jason was like, Mom, I have a bad feeling about this. And he feels it. It's the Force, He's like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, something's wrong. Finally, Ahsoka makes it out. Oh, no. So here's, great transition. I thought Ahsoka was gonna be hanging off this thing, and then we see Ahsoka, and she's in this alternate plane. Is she in the world between worlds? And then she hears a voice, and I don't know if you guys watched the show with captions, but it was mysterious voice, Snips, and I was like, no way, is that who I think it is? Is it gonna be? And then she says, Master, turns around, and there he is in the flesh, Anakin Skywalker. Oh, my beautiful boy, my beautiful baby boy. They de-aged him. Pretty crazy to think that they have to de-age Hayden Christensen because he's growing old. He's getting, he's growing up. He's not a little boy anymore. I mean, even Obi-Wan, I was like, wow, he's not young. I thought Hayden's young. It's like, no. Time goes on. But I was like, man, look at him. I wanted him to wear the Clone Wars outfit, but I think come on, it's so cool. Wow, yeah, I know, dude, it's so crazy. You guys, I want to hear the thoughts. What were y'all feeling? What was going through? We saw him in Obi-Wan, I know, but it's just cool. It's like, there we go. We get to see the live action connection of Ahsoka and Anakin finally have a moment, and I'm sure the way this ends on a cliffhanger, I think we're gonna get more great moments of them together, right? But yeah, there you have it. Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker, looking as great as ever. The hair. It's so cool. Episode 3, baby. I'm back to that time. And Clone Wars and the show. But what a great moment this was, and it's just boom, cut to black. Who knows where we go from there, right? That's what's crazy to think about when you think of the connection with Anakin and Darth Vader and then Thrawn. It's like, wow, it's the same universe. It's so wild to think it's just one universe. I want to see Thrawn talk to Vader. That'd be cool. Oh wait, this is after. No, yeah, this is right. Yeah, we saw him in Obi-Wan, and that was so ready. Yes, Kyle. Yes, and then that was when the rumors swirled about his appearance in Ahsoka. Didn't believe it until now. Yeah, it's hard. I expected it. Because, you can't have one without the other, right? It's Ahsoka. You got to have, like, if you're going to do live action, I think it's time you do them. You put them together in their Clone Wars era, right? But, yeah, you don't believe it until you see it. And now we're here, and it's like, wow, how crazy. Happened in the books. Yeah, in the books? Okay. But, yeah, what a great episode this was. Again, I love the battle between Ahsoka and Baylan. That was a highlight for me this whole show. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. There's a lot of teases to Thrawn, and they're trying to travel to him. Maybe next episode is finally when we see it, or something about what's the point. What are they like? I guess they're setting up Thrawn and them to come back and say, I am alive, Empire, let's rise together. And it's like, is everybody just gonna be like, oh shoot, there's war, World War III has started, or what is it, like, you know, like the first war, something like that, right? But yeah, there you have it, guys. Good times, good times. So next week, promptly, we will be returning. We'll be talking more Ahsoka. Of course, the cam is always glitched out per usual. Let's see, I think it's that one. Yeah, that one. What a fun time though. This is, you know, I'm having fun times with it. I'm really enjoying what they're giving me with this show, and I'm satisfied right now. Right now, I'm feeling satisfied. So if you are too, be sure to leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about this show. What do you want to see coming for the next few episodes? I think we have 5 left, honestly. 4 or 5 left. I think there's 9 episodes. So who knows? I think this is all we've seen from the trailers. I think it's everything. Lots of stuff, lots of goodies to get through. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, about 6:45, 7 p.m. PST, 9:45 Eastern. I appreciate you all watching, hanging out. It's been a fun time. Wait, subscribe. We got some more fun stuff coming up. Be doing, hopefully working on some shorts, fun content like that, and we'll see what other. Maybe we'll do a Starfield stream or something. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. But appreciate the support so far. We're slowly trying to come back in the groove of things. And we hope you all have a fantastic week. Enjoy yourself. And yeah, thanks for being here, y'all. All right. Have a good one. May the force be with you. Bye.